So, this is my first video I'm going to be doing for my YouTube channel, and I think I'm going to create this channel to be talking about, like, Halo news online and stuff, since Halo is in such a terrible state right now, it's not even funny. But I just like to create this so I can get a little bit of people, just to see how much of the community actually agrees with the takes that a lot of us Bungie boys like about the game, the old games, and not necessarily the new stuff. But yeah, I just seen a lot of crazy stuff, and I feel like I need to make a channel talking about this. And one of the things is the new Operation Shadows. Yeah, Shadows, that's what it's called. So this came out recently, and it was a new fall update they released with a ton of new things in the operation, and they added like the Falcon, they added like the carbine from the Covenant from back like in Halo 3 and Halo 2. And overall, I actually, like, I'm not a fan of the game at all. I hate the game fairly, but this new update actually was not that bad. They actually came out with some pretty decent stuff for it, but aside from criticisms about the reload animations and stuff like that, which I'm going to criticize all the time, but it's overall is not a bad update. It's just so sad to see a lot of the Halo community not want to be interested in it, and all props to them, because I don't play the game, sadly, because it's just so sad to see them like actually do good updates now recently and not actually like put people to play Halo games now, because of how much they've ruined the reputation of Halo games in recent years with Halo 4, which wasn't as, like, it's not bad, but it's just they don't live up to the same hype as Halo 3 and 2 and 1 did. And, you know, I just want to talk about this because I've seen a lot of stuff, like, about it, like, people just, like, losing it. It's, like, saying it's, like, the best update we've had of all time and stuff, and I don't know, it's just... It's weird. I can't explain it, but it's just so sad to see like the Halo community lose it over getting the Falcon and the carbine, and it's taken us like 5 years to get there. But one of the topics I wanted to talk about was this Twitter post I saw online from Evolved. I don't know any of the context behind this supposedly, but one of the community managers called Yunshek, that was his name, blocked Evolved. I don't know if there was like a specific reason for this. If there was, then and it was like pretty bad, I would understand. But for what it seems, I couldn't find anything online. But he just straight up blocked him for criticizing the Halo games, like that they have had. So he just kind of just straight up blocked him. So it's so sad to see Halo like 343, or let me rephrase it, Halo Studios do this type of stuff with the people they're hiring that just kind of do crappy stuff like this, just blocking people online that they don't agree with or like criticizing their game. Man, it's just so stupid to see. Like, I don't get it. Like, we criticize your game, be like, hey, you know, this game's got said amount of problems, like, you know, which is my next topic I'm gonna get into. But, you know, we criticize the game and stuff, and you would think as a game company, be like, you want to accept that criticism into your game and be like, okay, you know, people are criticizing, you know, they're saying like our game has like not a good art style, not a good like character, or not character, but like a good campaign, not a good multiplayer, not a good like gunplay, not a good customizations and stuff like that. But they don't. They just get mad at you. I mean, he's a community manager. He doesn't represent the entire community, but if I had a community manager that was blocking people online for criticizing, like I said, I don't know anything. Maybe he did something really bad and that's why he's blocked. But from what I could see, it wasn't nothing. I think he just criticizes the game and he just kind of blocked him. So that's kind of crazy. But into my next topic, I've just noticed a lot with when they brought in the new Halo 3 Legacy playlist, where basically it had the old Halo 3 maps, and they slowed down the game, so there was no sprint, clambering, and like sliding and stuff. And everybody online actually kind of brought back a little bit of momentum. I remember seeing on the Steam charts, like a lot more people were playing it, and even it actually made me download the game just to try it to see if it was good, and it actually played not that bad. But it's just funny to see, like, because this tweet you can see up here, Pointless Hub, one of great YouTubers, he said, not to sound like a boomer, but removing sprint and slowing the game down genuinely made it feel like Halo again. And I think a lot of us are in that boat right now, where like they do these things that kind of makes it feel like old Halo, but it's just not there again. And you have these new people, or not new people, but these people in the Halo community, they're like, no, Halo can't like go back to the old move set. It's got to stay like to this new stuff with like the new FPS genre. It's got to evolve. I don't agree with that. I think Halo has always played slow but very competitive. I can't explain it, but when I play like a Halo game and there's no sprint, no sliding, no clambering, none of this extra stuff, and it's just jump, walk, and shoot, and that's kind of it, and then maybe crouch, I guess. It's just kind of crazy to see people like deny that Halo was built off of such a simple play, like just a simple gameplay mechanic of just walking, shooting, and that's kind of it. Like, I like Reach a lot because it had its own, mainly the story was amazing. I'm a sucker for those type of stories where somebody just dies or no, the entire team dies at the end. That's another reason why I like Rogue One Star Wars, but that's kind of off topic. But even Reach introduced the idea of sprinting in a way with the abilities, but I think that was a little bit well executed because of the abilities. Because if you wanted to sprint, then other people could run armor lock or jetpack or holograms or, you know, all the shenanigans. So it kind of made like a pro and con system. But when you make people sprint, clamber, and slide, it provides this whole new gameplay mechanic to Halo Infinite that I just don't think people are open to because it just doesn't play like Halo used to. Halo used to be known for its very simple gameplay mechanics and still being super fun though, amongst many other things, but I think that's one of the things that made it good. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to see where we're at now in the Halo community. And I guess the last topic is the people that are like, as this tweet, no hate to this guy, but he said, I feel like some Halo fans really enjoy being pessimistic about Halo. I make one video saying we're getting the greatest update for Infinite, and half the comments are saying I'm coping for views. Like, why is everyone so upset all the effing time? It's I don't know, it's wild. I feel like a lot of people look down on us that criticize Halo, like Halo Studios' ideas that they have when the upcoming games that they've done, and I will not deny that there are some people out there that just like being hateful for the sake of being hateful and just saying that the game sucks, but the people like me really want to see the company do well with what they do, like, you know, make something decent that people would actually enjoy. But they've had the franchise for 15 years and have done kind of nothing. I think the best thing they've done is maybe like, I guess Halo Infinite's like Forge. I guess the Forge was kind of cool, but nothing like the campaigns really didn't stand out to me. Halo Infinite was the worst by far because they were marketing it as an open world franchise, and that was terrible idea for the campaign because it didn't feel like it had uniqueness. Like, it felt like the entire time you were just on this ring and it never changed. Mainly because you were on the ring for the entire time, but it never felt like it changed with the level, the theme, or anything. It just kind of stayed the same. I like Halo 3 a lot because one moment you'll like be in a forest fighting off the Covenant and stuff, and then the next moment you'll be in the Flood, like catacombs, and you're going through and killing things, and the next moment you'll be on like a UNSC ship. But I think it was just good about those old Halo games where they would transition to different, you know, areas you'd be at, but this one it was stuck on a ring, and it just kind of sucked. But I feel like I'm getting way off topic, but it's just, I don't know, we criticize these things a lot, and I will accept that there is people out there, and I don't deny that there's going to be people out there like, oh, like, you know, just be super hateful and mean online. But it's just, I feel like sometimes this is directed towards us that actually have genuine criticisms for the game, you know, that, and especially with the microtransactions, that will be next episode. I'll talk about that stuff, but it's just, I don't know, just feels like we're at such a terrible point right now in the Halo community and the franchise itself. I feel like I've been rambling for too long, so yeah, just drop your thoughts in the comments section. I really want to see what other people think about this whole timeline we're in with Halo. I never thought it would come to this, but, you know, it really does, with just not a lot of people wanting to play it, and even though they're releasing good updates, it's just not pulling people in to want to play the game, because I feel like just the failures of Halo Infinite, like on launch, has just hurt it too much for it to even become something now. So a lot of people are just saying online they're looking forward to the next Halo release, but I don't know if I have that much faith in it. After 15 years, we've only had 3 releases in the last 15 years, not including like Halo Wars and like the other games they make and like the Fireteam Raven, but I'm talking about like actual official Halo titles that. But yeah, I'm rambling for too long. But yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you think about these things. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong about something like the first post I was talking about. And I think I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.